Hello, hello, and welcome to a Mind Elevation with Shavariel. That's me. Hello, hello, everyone. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday to everyone, and peace be unto you. May you all be staying safe and loving yourselves because that is what is important. Not to be not to be indulging in yourself, but to have self love, loving yourself in a healthy way. Because how you treat yourself is how you treat others. And as the elementary saying goes, I treat others how I wish to be treated. Now, that is what I grew up on. So, I wanted to talk about this subject for a while, and it's about being a light skinned black woman, being a light skinned African American woman. Now, of course, I didn't get my genealogy done yet, so I'm sure it's a lot more in there. But that goes with everybody. So everybody has a lot of stuff. Not stuff, but just a lot of ethnicities in there. So, but for the general part, it is quite interesting being a light-skinned African American woman, especially when it comes to love. Now, where do I begin? Lighter skin back in the day was seen as better. I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying, work with me now. Back in the day, light skin was quote unquote seen as better, fairer. However, it is different in society because just like the statistics say that there will be more mixed people as the years go on because of interracial relationships, so on and so forth. But for the most part, it is interesting because a lot of men, not all, but a lot of men like light-skinned African American women just for the beauty, just because of the light skin, just because of the long hair, just because of the textured hair, does not necessarily mean that that man wants that light-skinned African American woman. Most no good men, for the men who are good, I'm not talking to you, but because you're good. So, but for the other men, no good men, they look at a light-skinned woman for what she can provide in her genes. So babies, he's looking at babies, not commitment. He's looking at what he can produce with this woman in a child, not necessarily her brains or her smarts or her personality. And it shows up as the woman ages. And you have certain guys who is just wanting the light-skinned African American woman for her hair. The texture of her hair may be curly, it may be thick, it may be long, it may be short. And based upon her beauty, that is why he goes after a light-skinned woman. Not all of men do that, but I'm just saying for a light-skinned woman. So the stereotype is that a light-skinned African American woman can provide good-looking babies. Even if she partnered with a white man or a Latina man or Asian man, whatever the case is, she can produce a child that will have, quote unquote, what other people see as good hair and fair skin. But of course, all of that is nonsense because beauty is expandable. You have some of the most beautiful brown babies. You have some of the most beautiful black babies. You have some of the most beautiful babies out in the world. So to define it as light skin and that's it makes no sense because, boy, I tell you, even some Caucasian babies would be like, is that a doll? That's real. That's a real child. So, but men gravitate toward that. If a light skinned woman is seen to be producing good looking babies, then it's just to be a trophy on that man's arm. And because he thinks she's dumb. As a light skinned African American woman, there's a stereotype that we are dumb. No, we are not. Okay. So, produce babies, or to be a trophy wife, what they call unquote, quote unquote, that, or just to be an accessory to a man, for him to look good and for him to parade around his friends and say, look, I got a baddie, or I got a bad one, quote unquote, a beautiful woman. But that's not the kind of standards a man should base his selection of his future wife on. Because again, look at the personality and look at who she is. So I know this was a little short. Ran out of space on my on my device, so I gotta clear that up. But I will talk about this more. But just think about those things, and if you're a guy that actually do that, stop doing it. Date according to who is a good woman. Start there, and her beauty will speak for itself. So may this find you well. We'll talk again soon. Peace.